Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome back to Stretford Paddock. Hope you guys are all doing well. So Manchester United beat Wolverhampton Wanderers 2-0 at Old Trafford yesterday. A good result in the end for Manchester United, which takes us one step closer to cementing that Champions League spot for next season. Goals from Anthony Martial and Alejandro Garnacho on his return as well. How good was it to see Alejandro Garnacho back for Manchester United, coming off the bench, scoring a goal as well. He was a threat as soon as he came onto the pitch, and an absolutely incredible talent that Manchester United have on their hands. So glad that we've got his contract situation sorted out and him tied down for the long-term future, and that he's back fit and ready to go for the remainder of the season, because he could be important in terms of wrapping this Champions League spot up, and most definitely in that game against City in the cup final at Wembley. So fantastic to see Alejandro Garnacho back. We'll be reacting to that win. We'll get some quotes from Erik ten Hag as well. We've got a little bit of transfer news for you guys, as well as an update on this long protracted sale of Manchester United, and we hope it's a full sale, of course, as well. Make sure you're hitting that subscribe button, you're liking, you're commenting, you're sharing, etc, etc. Get your thoughts in the comments below as we go through everything that I have just discussed. And as I said, we'll have a few quotes from Erik ten Hag as well, and he was speaking after the game, which made him the manager with the most victories from any Manchester United manager in history in their debut season. So better than all the previous managers in their debut season. Erik ten Hag has the most wins, and that's an absolutely fantastic record for him. When he came in at the club, I know a lot of people, didn't really expect us to finish in the Champions League spots this season. Optimistically, some of us guys did. As Man United fans, we always hope for the best and fear the worst. But not a lot of people put us in the top four. Not a lot of people put us in the Champions League spots. Many expected Liverpool and Spurs. I remember people talking about Spurs saying they'd won the transfer window and all that. And Chelsea to finish above us. But Manchester United to finish in the top four. Now, look, it's minimum expectation for Man United. We should be finishing in the top four. But it doesn't understate the job that Erik ten Hag had to do. And he's done it fantastically well. And there's still a long way to go, and there's still much more for him to do as well. I bet he can't wait for the summer when he can add players to this system, potentially get rid of a few that he doesn't want. And, we'll begin to see a new Manchester United. Also, this season, since September, how many midweek games have we had? Now, I know that's a good thing because we're competing all the time. But how much chance has the manager had on the training pitch with the players to, improve them tactically and things like that? I imagine not much, because it's constantly looking towards the next opponent, constantly, trying to get fit and get rested after a game and get ready for the next one. So it must be quite difficult for him as well. And he's probably really looking forward to pre-season to get stuck into some of the lads. He said on the Man United ownership and things like that, I'll go for high standards when I'm planning the squad for next season in the background. It's up to others to decide if the finances are there. And that's what we need to hear. Manchester United need to be looking and going with high standards. Now, Ten Hag became the manager at United with the most wins in his first season. Bruno Fernandes is the player who has created more chances than any other player in the Premier League this season. Imagine if he had a consistent, ruthless striker in front of him. Imagine that. Imagine you stick a Harry Kane in front of him. The kind of end product that Bruno Fernandes will be getting. He'd probably be breaking assist records and stuff. Is absolutely incredible. I can't believe some people doubt Bruno Fernandes. A fantastic player, fantastic talent, a leader in the team. I know sometimes he loses his head, and that's not what we want to see. He led the club out yesterday with his kids, which was a nice touch for him. I bet. And yeah, another good performance, an assist in there as well. Could have scored himself. Bruno Fernandes leading the way for Man United at the moment. We were missing Marcus Rashford yesterday. We've been missing the likes of Lisandro Martinez. Great stuff from Bruno. Absolutely love that guy. We also hear we've been linked with Kim Min-jae from Napoli, and Il Mattino via Sport Witness. Yes, I know. As they say, the release clause must be activated between the 1st and the 15th of July if he's to leave Napoli this summer. There's a concrete hypothesis that he'll leave, and MUFC are currently in first place in terms of the clubs chasing him. So Man United being linked with Kim Min Jae and breaking his release clause. Let me see, what is his release clause? 50 million. 50 million euros. That's a bargain. United should go and get him snapped up. We need a defender as well, don't we? Maybe you can, you're not going to raise 50 million from the sale of Harry Maguire, but maybe you can, regain a big chunk of that fee for the new defender, whether it's Kim Min Jae or anyone else. Should we break or pay Kim Min Jae's release clause? Let us know your thoughts in those comments below. Also, today as well is the Man United Women FA Cup final, so good luck to them playing against Chelsea. Be good to see Man United winning both FA Cups this season. But also the story that I wanted to go to was on Sejin Ratcliffe and Sheikh Jassim of Qatar are in the dark over the Glazers' thinking and timetable for sale of Man United, with stories about the Brit being in pole position, believed to be a play to squeeze out even bigger bids. So what we're hearing is, at the moment, and again, nobody really knows anything, so they're all speculating. Even this is speculation. They say Ratcliffe's bid team have been given no indication of where they currently stand. They feel their offer to leave the Glazers with 20% of the club is attractive, not to us. Bid of Ratcliffe is eyeing a move for Graham Potter to become Nice manager. Alright, I don't care about that. They say both the principal bidders for United are in the dark over the Glazers' thinking and the timetable for any sale. Sources close to both Sejin Ratcliffe and to Sheikh Jassim feel that stories about Ratcliffe now being in pole position may in fact be part of strategic play by the New York bankers' reign to squeeze yet bigger bids from both parties. And ultimately what this is saying is the Glazers are limbering on and dragging their heels and not getting out of there much quicker. We've got Sheikh Jassim that doesn't know what's going on. You've got Ineos that don't know what's going on. I'm sure there are other bidders that don't know what's going on. Meanwhile, we're getting closer to the end of the season, closer to the transfer window, closer to having to be in a position. Like, how many times do we mess up transfer windows, man? It's so frustrating. We go into transfer windows, we don't really know who our main targets are, and if we do, we just spend our whole time dilly-dallying around for them and not making any deal really happen. Like, Erik ten Hag needs to be back properly. You talk about Kim Min Jae's release clause there and potentially breaking that. How can we know? And the manager doesn't know how much money he's got to spend, I'm sure. Because the Glazers, if they are looking to sell seriously, probably aren't expecting to be the guys that have to, make that decision. And so they'll leave it to the new owners. We don't know if the new owners are going to be in place till when? June? July? When players are already on the move, their agents are already in negotiations. Because things like that will start ticking now. And United are in a position where we don't know what we can do. So frustrating. And it's, again, the Glazers fucking us over as usual. Anyway, thank you for tuning in. Make sure you're keeping it locked to Stretford Paddock. Let us know all your thoughts. Obviously, it's been a positive weekend for Manchester United. That victory over Wolves getting us back into winning ways. We've got Bournemouth up next, Chelsea and Fulham. 2 wins out of that will cement that top 4 spot in that Champions League position for next season. And then if we can go and beat City, what a season it would have been. 2 trophies in the bag, top 4 as well. Couldn't have asked for much more than that. Anyway, let us know your thoughts in the comments below on everything discussed, and I will see you soon.